Welcome back to all of you out there. And of course we are strapped in and waiting for some more DanDaDan, because what could be better than facing off against aliens and the supernatural than letting the spirits inhabit you themselves? Of course, if anyone is out there trying to steal your banana, just pull out the ballet. At least that's the lessons I'm getting from this. So, let's see how the newest member of the gang is actually going to be able to stand up for themselves. And if there's any more high water pressure Loch Ness trying to cut down Momo. I mean, no. What are he posed? So the line between her pure form and this high and mighty kind of silky, it's going to be a fun dynamic. At least let him wear something. Having to fight while also straddling your lone bull is going to be slightly difficult. And since you've got acrobatic Silky, we're going to get a lot of cool camera movements and the likes. Wow. You see, when you think about agility and the like, when you think of agility and the likes, these, but do you, thank you for the hand covering, do you also put in the dance moves and all of this flow that Silky can manage? Oh, it's the same kind of spin kick as what Mama did in episode 1. So, while adept at fighting and the likes, not one that can go up against the kind of technological psychic powers of the aliens. Who would have thought it was just in a small school in Japan? And she, in the middle of talking as well. I was going to say, what are the plans here? Has he found something to cover himself? Makeshift bag, did it work? No. It makes a big song and dance. Hold on a second. And actually hold on. I need to just scoot around. What the hell was that? Ah, that was a transformation. Still got to cover his shame. And, well, yeah, I guess I was going to say, since they put themselves together in that air of effect, but yeah, as he just said, there are 3 of them. Awesome zone. Oh, really? And you're going to... I see. So the flaw is they can't do anything while holding someone in place. Also, that camera angle, what she is getting an eyeful. I see the small bits of physical enhancements he's been doing, somewhat paying off. I agree. What? Ah! She has arrived. Now that she's got that off of her chest... They know true fear. They lost the ship that they had before. And with the aliens doing their extraction process of various organs and whatnot, can they choose some easier targets that don't have the capability of fighting back? Or do they want only the very best? And considering how much backing and help they've got, the grandmother to really... Well, and Turbo Granny, I guess, to help out with the spiritual matters for any research and understanding on how to overcome it. They've got no one to turn to other than Okarun and his own fascination with UFOs and whatnot. Are they going to get another alien connoisseur? Everyone's got to love the fact the distinct personality changes once they transform, I guess. Don't use his name! That should be rule 1. Gig worker? Alright. They hired him for a reason. Huh? Okay, yeah, no, I'll wake up. Don't do a good enough job and you'll have to turn to song. A fate worse than death. That is the Japanese businessman. And the mantis shrimp makes its return. Also, this is so, like, Kamen Rider. I like the small effects in the water as well, and a good reuse of the scene right there, I guess. Oh god. Good. Well, he's a being of speed, so the teamwork. I mean, using her both as a flail, but also a dance partner, Not really seen that before. Yeah, can't she turn off her attention to them and not listen to the phrase? It's here. That's cool. Did the floor itself give way? Ah, that's awesome. Everything is water. So it can flow and swim anywhere. No wonder they haven't caught it before. They're only looking in the lake. Need to go check the Scottish Highlands for Nessie next. Really pay attention to what they're, the situation they're in right now. Are we just ignoring the fact that... Yeah, okay, we're just ignoring them. Not gonna take that lightly. Just leave her behind. Does she know how to swim? Aha. Because it's a home turf in the water. In the splices of actual footage. But they didn't think about needing to breathe. That's so dumb. Swim. Swim. And how long has she been up in the ceiling, by the way? How many times is she going to be needing saving? Hopefully it would also, all pay out and she'll repay the favour. I mean, not exactly the time to be going over it, but, life and death situations, that can wait after you've cleared a misunderstanding. Everything just fades away while they can have this conversation. I mean, he's not the type to be pulling any stuff, but also she's only known those types before, if you remember the types of relationships she's had. But also, the lighting is really good. You're gonna need to cover himself at some point. We are. Okay. Well, she's... We're also getting SpongeBob David Hasselhoff. Getting some height there. But also, he's not going to be too perturbed about her squeezing him. I mean, she was underwater for quite some time. Another internal resuscitation, sure. I mean, if they're already sodden wet and whatnot, well, I guess it would add more resistance. Is there anything left? There we go. I was about to say. I like it. They had their own little battle out on the offset there, and we just weren't paying attention to this. Ugh. What makes... For their own safety, this scene needed to happen. That's not Nessie. But yeah, all cryptids and whatnot being some sort of alien tech. It would be Flatwood's monster or Nessie or whatnot. Also, how do you run out of water when you got everything around? Just needs to suck up more. True. Also, if it's storing it all internally, you might be able to get something else in there. Maybe some H2SO4. Yeah, just seal the neck. Put a tourniquet around it. Huh. I do also love something that not many other shows do, is that in moments like this, you would just have the characters go, "Oh no," instead of because they're underwater. I mean, did well enough to not pass out underwater again. So you got to just find one more. Might have had a chance on land. Well, how do we get rid of all this water? Also, how disorientating will it be to be chucked through all the walls and ceilings and desks and stuff in and out of air pockets? I'm just asking for permission. The universal symbol. Without the resistance of the water, it's tearing itself apart? Huh. That's a cool victory, and also being able to... Now it's like an eel. Much like she just parted the sea like Moses, can she make herself a little air pocket? Without the arms, it's got no way to stop the hair. Huh. Or a few strands got so many cool flash screens and whatnot. But does he have much left in him? How long before they actually start drowning? Also, now the lighting has stopped, so good, they're back at school. They're back at school. Terrible leak they've had here. Need someone to fix the pipes. Finally, a solid ground. Try not to take that last sentence out of context. The guy with the fucking phone out. What a day. Gonna be a tough one to explain, isn't it? So now, not only do they have to worry about being kidnapped by aliens, having their organs harvested, but making it out alive is the least of their issues. It's the cultural shame and social inacceptability of getting back. But now we know that the aliens have the basic concept of outsource work. Are there going to be many to work alongside them, considering how well it has gone recently? This was more than what I expected from this episode. Well, what can I really say? This episode was one hell of a ride. If not for just the fact of underwater battles, the confusion leading through, going through walls and ceilings themselves, and it still being part of the danger. The fact that you also got interspersed with some really quite intricate and nice animation. The fact that you can actually follow it with Silky's movements. I think if Ira can really get a strong grasp of her abilities and whatnot and strengths in combat, very useful addition to the team. Whether or not they'll actually get to that, or still be a animosity between them all, well, we'll have to see. But group bonding exercise, running down the hallways almost naked. For two of them. Well, at least he got to keep his glasses. Who knows, maybe his social standing will go up in the world, considering what he's just been seen doing. Well, that is if anyone actually remembers who he is. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. But yeah, DanDaDan, amazing colour work and lighting. Interesting visuals, some nice designs, but also bringing in aspects of the real world. The biology footage showing the mantis shrimp, it playing out and needing the... Well, what if you just scale it up 100-fold, take away the water and watch it put itself apart? But how many more kind of cryptids are we going to be shown throughout this series? We've had Flatwoods Monster, Nessie, what's next? Mothman, the Chupacabra, the King of England? Well, we have to tune in to find out, and maybe somewhere along the way there'll be some costume changes, because how many times now have they found themselves, at least some of them, stripped a little bare? It's not the first time we've seen this. But also the fact that no one, including the grandmother and Turbo Granny and whatnot, is going to believe them about the aliens because they haven't seen it. They've only seen the ghost and spirit side. I really like this show. First off, it's just so out there in a lot of aspects. The opening is a good showing of that. The fact you're going from this weird, disjointed non-music into a really catchy... I think I looked it up and it was like hip-hop or something. I don't know music, so sure, I'll go with that. But it's that kind of asymmetry that actually makes its way into the show itself. You can have big fights and flashy animation and visuals hard stop into, hang on a second, there's a misunderstanding, let's talk this out, because obviously I don't want you to misinterpret what I mean here. Oh, now we're back to fighting. Okay, whiplash. But at least there was a skip of a heart for a moment there. Maybe it doesn't have to be 80s movie stars that she only cares about. But I so dearly want to see more of this, and hopefully you do as well. If I have entertained you anywhere along the way, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to not miss out future episodes, or join on to my Discords for notifications, memes, and fun. And a whole lot of lies in that sentence. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. Stay away from open bodies of water, and I'll see you for the next one.